What's going on there, everyone? Oh, this story from the Daily Caller makes me happy because I'm just trying to figure out what the narrative will be against this from the left. Wendy Williams, an illegal immigrant, or was an illegal immigrant, now she's a Trump supporter trying to unseat a Democrat in Michigan. Before I get into this story, I want to say there's a trend happening here with the Republican Party that I am all for and love it because it breaks down the narrative barriers. Let me click over here real quick. Ocasio-Cortez gets new 2020 challenger, a Republican immigrant from Jamaica. That is her, Republican Cherie Murray, who I've watched her speak on numerous occasions. She seems like an amazing person. She is sweet as could be and just very well spoken. She knows what she's talking about. You know, that's one thing we don't see from people from the left. She actually knows what she's talking about. And she's an immigrant. And she likes the way Trump's handling border security. And we're seeing this a lot. And may I say, both of these women are pretty gorgeous, too. Conservative women usually are. Wendy Williams, at age 10, entered the U.S. illegally from Taiwan. But now she's running for Congress in Michigan with high hopes for a border wall and zero tolerance for socialism. Good on her. Except for the whole entering illegally. But at least she went through the proper steps afterwards. And it probably was due to her parents, not her. She was 10. Williams, Director of Diversity for the 11th Congressional District Republican Committee, announced her aspirations to unseat Democratic Representative Haley Stevens Monday. Stevens, who voted yes on a $15 federal minimum wage and co-sponsored a bill condemning the president's racist rhetoric, may eventually have an unorthodox contender. Now, when it comes to these two things, we're seeing in areas that have implemented the $15 minimum wage, businesses closing, people getting laid off. Yeah, because it's not going to work. That's too much. Small businesses can't handle that. Duh. And when it comes to Trump's racist rhetoric, no. Just because he picks on someone, just because, we are America and we happen to have people of different colors, race, religion, creeds in government, and Trump wants to point out some of the stupidity and stupid things that these people are coming out with, doesn't make him racist. He's not calling the person out because of their race. Absolutely not. If he did, I and everyone else that I know that are conservative Republicans would condemn him for that. That's not the case. But that's the left's big thing. Racism. There's another article that I'm not even going to talk about because I'm kind of sick of talking about her. But AOC is now calling the Electoral College racist when it is exactly the opposite of racist, and she indeed herself is racist to even assume these type of things. Yeah, but I'm not going to get into that. Let's get back to this. Sorry, little tangent. I'm running for Congress because I love our country, believe in the American dream, and want to fight back against the radical left's socialist agenda, Williams said in a press release. This country has given me everything, and I hope to have the opportunity to give back by defending the Constitution and our fundamental American values. God bless her. God bless her. And like I said, she's gorgeous. The woman's beautiful. Williams grew up in a poverty-ridden household in Southern California. Well, that checks out. Born to Taiwanese parents who overstayed their visas. Naughty. Not a good thing to do. Her parents filled their fridge with 29-cent cheeseburgers from McDonald's when times were tough. Thank you, McDonald's. I love McDonald's. I actually have a McDonald's tattoo because I'm kind of a freak about McDonald's. 39-cent cheeseburgers were a reward, she told the Daily Caller. Awesome. Her closet was nothing more than a trash can, and she learned English by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance over and over again. God, that is beautiful. Beautiful. She was robbed at age 13 paid international tuition rates to get herself through college and was denied the ability to serve her country in the Navy due to her immigration status. That sucks. Her childhood was a harsh reality, but it hasn't affected her love for America, according to her campaign. Personal hardship has instead inspired a commitment to prevent similar realities for those wishing to enter the country illegally. Unbridled illegal immigration is not the answer for the congressional hopeful, but border security is, a spokesperson for the Williams campaign told the caller. As a former illegal immigrant who lived in the shadows for 16 years, I know what that experience is like and wish it on no one. Congressional Democrats are lying to the American public, imagine that they would rather have open borders instead of actually solving the immigration crisis and supporting dreamers like me, Williams told the caller. They know the immigration crisis cannot be solved as long as they push their radical anti-American, anti-immigration, and anti-dreamer open border agenda. I support border security to put an end to this once and for all. Spot on. Spot on. Spot on. People of Michigan, fellow patriots of Michigan, this woman's looking like a really good choice. Anything would be better than those crazy Democrats y'all got up there now. I mean, they scare me. They are frightening people. Williams is also committed to rejuvenating the Michigan auto industry. She draws on her own experience as a product specialist in the auto industry and echoes President Donald Trump's rhetoric calling for fair trade. Williams was concerned about the Democratic Party's treatment of her and other illegal aliens. She felt labeled. They were using people like her that were in her position as political prop, a campaign spokesman said. Of course, that's what the Democrats do because their policies are generally awful, absolutely terrible, and would destroy everything we know as America. And that's what they do. They pander and they try to do exactly what she's saying. They use immigrants to this nation as props. They use the black community as props. They use college uneducated people. And I said that the way I wanted to say that. College uneducated people, because you go to college nowadays to be indoctrinated, not educated. They use all these people. They sit there and blow smoke, and it's all just a show. It's all a show. They are everything that the Democrats say they're against when they finally get into power. It doesn't make sense. What happened to liberals actually believing in liberty? I know there's quite a few out there, but y'all need to get your party in check. Y'all need to be more proactive in your party to get it to come back to reality. Please, for all of our sakes. Williams, where am I? I get lost. She crossed all of the preconceived notions. These boxes that they put you in, that you have to think a certain way because of what you look like, or where you come from, or who you are. She destroys identity politic game. He continued. Well, see, that is something that the left does openly. They have no problem doing it. Look at, I believe it was Ayanna Pressley who said, we don't need black people who aren't going to be the black voice. We don't need Latinos that aren't going to be the Latino. No. That is the exactly wrong way of thinking. That is a racist way of thinking in actuality. We don't need a black person to be a black voice. We need a black person, a Latino person, a white person to be an American voice. The voice of Americans. Why are we on racial grounds all the time? Does anyone else see how this sets us back? This isn't making race relations better. It's not making our country any better by constantly making things about race. We are one race, the American race. I can't state that enough. Stop thinking in these ways. It's toxic. It's toxic for everybody. And then you have crazy people who hear this stuff and take it way to the extreme. And that's when you see crazy things happen. We need to stop this. We got to stop it. If you're, fellow conservatives, if you see another conservative constantly bringing up race issues, shut him down. Him or her. Shut them down. Tell them, no, that's not right. You're wrong. You're wrong, and this is why. And then you can go on to explain a commonsensical argument. The leftists don't do that. They prop up the most obscene people. I mean, they still prop up Antifa as good when they're clearly fascist. They are everything they say they're against. It's crazy. Oh, it's absolutely insane. Back to the story. Williams identifies as pro-Second Amendment, pro-life, in addition to expressing sentiments for smaller government and lower taxes. Her campaign website confirms. That's awesome. That's everything I'm about right there. As somebody who is who she is, the Democrats can't use their typical playbook against her, a spokesperson said for her campaign. Or her campaign said. Yeah, exactly. And it's the same with Miss Murray challenging Ocasio-Cortez. They can't use the same old tropes and narratives that they always throw out there because of who these people are and where they came from. What are they going to do? What are they going to say? Most likely what they'll say is, oh, but you support those people that do these things that we don't like and that we say they do. Shut up. You got no arguments. You got no good policies. You got no arguments. And these two beautiful women are perfect examples of why everything the left says about the conservatives and the Republican Party are false. Because we don't sit there and try to diminish these women at all. No, we prop them up because we're proud of them. Especially of people that come from where they've come from. Immigrants to the nation, see America for what it really is and not what the lamestream media, the legacy media, these moronic far left socialist types say. We are Americans. We are the greatest. These people wanted to come here. They wanted to be part of the greatness that we are. And they are now. Not only that, they're going one up and going into trying to become members of our government to make sure that we stay the great country that we are and have been. I love it. I love seeing it. Hats off to them. God bless them, and I wish the best in their campaigns. I'd love to hear your comments on this, and as always, like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you on the flip side.